Everyone, please take your seats. We'll be starting shortly. Everyone, please take your seats. We will be starting shortly.
Hold this. No. Why are you waiting to start? Yes, once you see they're sitting, you start right now. Agar if you see that there are quite a lot of them have sitting down, then go ahead and start it, and you can begin off, Meanwhile, we begin the ceremony. Let's run through a few games and then come over. Okay? Take it.
You guys want to quiet them down?
We're just waiting for them to settle down.
Yeah.
We just need a lot of people and then we will start at like 2:15.
It's okay. But just because they're not going to listen.
Yeah. We'll compensate. Yeah.
Because no, I'm telling you, because I did this job last night. So just be careful and be assertive. Be okay. Hey guys, your artists are good. Just say, hey guys, I know we're excited. Stop.
Shut up.
Yeah. You guys are fine, okay? I'll be around if you need any help. I'm gonna be sitting in the front row. My name is Shaman Maala, Director of Research. Nice to meet you guys. Yeah.
Your party is here. You've been talking.
Can everyone please start quieting down and take their seats? Can everyone please take their seats?
Everyone, please take your seats and be seated. We'll be starting. Just wait for Salam alaikum and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AUSMUN 2026. I am Sadaf Haddad, and I'm here with,
My name is Isha Ali.
and we will be entertaining you with our pre-ceremony games. Are you guys ready? All right. We have good spirit. Okay. Go on.
Can everyone please start taking their seats and pull out your phones, guys?
You need your phones for the games, guys. We need your phones to be with you. Yes. Okay, so we will be starting with our Kahoot game first, and you will need to join with your phones. This is the QR for the Wi-Fi access for those who need it. Please let us know when you're done. We're just gonna give them a few minutes and then we're gonna start. All right, all set up. We'll be moving forward. Okay, just move forward. Oh, they don't?
Just a second, can you sit down and we'll connect to the Wi-Fi so we can start? Because there are a lot of people who are walking in.
All right, for those who just came in, we'll be starting with pre-ceremony games. Please be seated and scan the QR code for Wi-Fi access.
For all the delegates just walking in, please take a seat and connect to the Wi-Fi.
All right, guys, our first game, we'll need your devices for Kahoot. Go on. projecting right now.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. What are you doing?
Nothing, yeah, we're doing that.
And just keep it on the blanket, don't change it, okay? Yeah.
Thanks.
From now on, you take it, okay?
Yeah.
We give them enough time. Take it from here, okay? I won't be talking. Right?
Stopping. Just say
I'll
forever.
talk it, yeah.
Can everyone please start signing up for the Kahoot? Guys, this is supposed to be in teams, so please join in teams of 2 or 4. I really hope they're doing teams because this is just 40 people.
What if it lags or something? I'm so scared. Participant limit reached.
Okay, everyone, we're gonna get started with the Kahoot game.
Do you guys need some time?
Say no, the participants.
Well, guys, the limit is done. There's no more participants can participate. You guys can team up with your friends and, help your friends along with, right? Okay. We'll be starting then.
Okay, guys, first question. 3, 2, 1. When was the first AUSMUN? Guys, answer on your phones, please. Yes, 2008 was the right answer. Thank you. Congratulations, Barghouti.
Answers on the phone, guys. Do not shout your answers.
Guys, hint, this is on our Instagram. It's Sarah Ali, guys, our Secretary General.
Okay.
Oh, wow,
Whoa.
congratulations, Hidayat.
Moving on.
Question number 3. What is the core skill we're testing most in MUN? It's negotiation diplomacy, guys. We're not asking about your speed writing.
And Hidayat remains on lead. Okay.
And congratulations, Ziad. Guys, what is this year's theme? All our delegates should be knowing this. It's reconstructing humanity, a diplomacy rooted in dignity. Congratulations, Ziad, Hani, and Barghouti. I'm really hoping that's In which year was the American University of Sharjah founded?
Come on, guys. It's easy. Very easy.
Very, very easy, guys. It's 1997.
Hessa
Congratulations,
was on lead.
Hessa.
Let's move on. Next question.
During AUSMUN, which document is typically required from each delegate before the conference? Every one of you should know this.
Ooh, we've got all correct answers this
Wow.
time. Amazing.
Okay.
Hessa remains leading.
What is usually the first motion entertained in a committee session? We're setting the agenda. What day are you looking forward to most in AUSMUN? Hint guys, it's social night. We have all our vendors and activations and sponsors set up for night 2. Congratulations, Zoe. When is social night, everyone? And our last question. Who is the Director of External Relations? Hint on our Instagram, guys. Check it out. It's Sanjana.
All right, let's see. Who is on the podium?
Number 3.
Hidayat,
Number 2.
Khalid Ahdab,
And the gold goes to?
Zoe. Congratulations to Zoe.
Congratulations.
All right, guys, we'll be moving on to our second game. Instructions for the second game. I'll be dividing you guys into teams of 3. I have my right side, the center, and my left side. So we will be showing you a series of pictures, and you will be shouting your answers this time, and will be telling us which country it belongs to. All right? Instructions clear? Okay, moving on. Country trivia. Okay, you guys ready for this first picture?
Is everyone excited?
Guess the country. All right, you guys know the instructions now, so we'll be moving on. Okay, guys. First, right side will answer, then the center, then the left side, right? Okay, center? Okay, and left? All right, I love the energy. Keep it coming, guys. UK. Right. Center. Left. And it's France. Moving on. Yes. Left side. Moving. China. It's China. Center. Left. It is the Saudi Arabia. All right. Center. Okay. Left. And it is South Korea. Moving on. Okay. Center. Left. India. Yeah, okay. All right, right side. Center. Left. The USA. How many more are left? Right side. Center. Left. And it is Pakistan. All right, guys. Center. And left. And it is Japan. All right, center. Left. And it is Russia. Moving on. Right? Yes. Center. Left. And it is the United Arab Emirates. All right, guys, thank you so much. Love the energy. Are you guys ready for the MUN? All right, guys, bye-bye. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yeah. Can all the delegates please get seated? We're going to be starting with the opening ceremony soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
right, guys, can we settle down, please? Please settle down, everyone. We want to get started. Alrighty. Okay, guys, seriously, let's get started. Come on. Settle down, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, welcome to AUSMUN 2026. All right, we're going to start with the flag ceremony. Let's get excited, okay?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, singing forever young. Singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now wave your flag, now wave your flag. Oh, 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 give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions, take the field down. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our heads are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, singing forever young. Singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. So wave your flag, now 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 wave your flag, wave your flag. Oh, 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 oh.
guys. Let's calm down. Okay. All right, ready? Yeah, okay, perfect. Thank you so much for the flag ceremony. That was a beautiful representation of global unity at AUSMUN. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. My name is Maya Hamid, and I'm a student here at the American University of Sharjah. I first got involved in Model United Nations back in high school, and it was experiences like these that truly sparked my passion for politics, global affairs, and public speaking. Being part of AUSMUN today feels very full circle. On behalf of the organizing committee, it is truly a pleasure to welcome you all to the American University of Sharjah, Model United Nations. We're very glad to have you with us today and excited to begin what promises to be a meaningful and inspiring conference. At this time, I kindly invite everyone to please rise for the national anthem, performed by the Children's Choir, organized by Dr. Fariel Kodora. Start? Okay. Thank you so much for that amazing performance. Once again, welcome to AUSMUN. This conference represents more than debate. It is a platform for dialogue, diplomacy, and global understanding. Over the coming days, our delegates will engage with pressing international issues challenge perspectives, and develop the skills of leadership and cooperation that define global citizenship. We are honored to begin today's program with a series of speakers and performances that reflect the diversity, creativity, and dedication of our university community. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first speaker of the afternoon. As Chancellor of the American University of Sharjah, Dr. Todd Larson provides a leadership and vision that shapes our university and make student-led initiatives like AUSMUN possible every year. His continued support of global engagement and experiential learning plays an important role in the success of this conference. Please join me in welcoming the Chancellor of the American University of Sharjah, Dr. Todd Larson, to deliver the opening remarks.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everybody. You're excited for the next couple days, yes? So it's really a great pleasure, and actually our MC summarized the situation very well. The type of engagement that you're going to be doing in the next couple of days, we think is really at the heart of what makes AUS special, and it aligns very well with our vision as a university. We think internationalization is very important. We think that communication skills and developing the ability to discuss important issues on the international scale with respect, with knowledge, and with a healthy give and take is very important, not only for the world, but for the experience that our students have while they're here. So we have believed in this for a long time. And just to give some evidence of that, this is actually the 19th annual AUS Model UN. And I particularly lots of people make this possible, and I'm going to talk about some of them in the next few minutes, but I particularly want to acknowledge our College of Arts and Sciences, and in particular, our Department of International Studies. They really make this happen year after year. So I think, as you all know, the Model UN is welcoming over 1,000 delegates this year, and we have about 50 international delegates, which is really a nice increase. We've prided ourselves, yes, absolutely. You know, we think that diversity of viewpoint, diversity of background, and cultural experiences is really important to an event like this, and so we take pride in that, and we welcome all of you here, whether you came from near or whether you came from far. I should say also, I've acknowledged the Department of International Studies, but this is really a student-run event, I think, as many of you will know. We had about 300 AUS student organizers who've been working literally for months, since the last Model UN ended, actually, to make this happen. So let's please give them a round of applause as well. So the team that has brought this to you is very capably guided by two faculty advisors that I want to acknowledge, Professor Christina Katsos and also Professor Salma Thani. Have done a marvelous job. I was teasing Professor Katsos earlier that we were sitting in this event a year ago and talking about the work ahead, and I know the level of enthusiasm she and Professor Thani bring to this work. We continue to be mutually amazed by you all, your level of energy, your level of engagement, and so I know it's a labor of love, but I really, really do want to acknowledge their efforts. There's also a 22-member executive board. As I mentioned earlier, this is a student-driven enterprise, and so that 22-member executive board is really important in making this happen. So what are you going to be talking about here? I think, you know, again, this is something that our Master of Ceremonies highlighted very well, but what I would like to call grand challenge types of issues. You're going to be talking about issues of security, human rights, identity, cultural preservation. There are going to be debates about those topics. You're going to bring your own experiences, your own knowledge, and hopefully your sense of empathy with each other to those discussions. And of course, again, just to sort of reiterate a point I made before, I think that's just amazing preparation for the careers that are ahead of you all. So finally, I want to acknowledge 5 of our sponsors. We'll hear more, I think, about the sponsors later, but things like this don't happen for free. You know, there's the student investment, there's the faculty advisor investment, but we're so fortunate as well to have corporate sponsors that really enable us to do this event at the quality we want to do it every year, and I want to thank them for their support as well. So that's it for me. You have an amazing couple of days ahead, and I really hope, for those of you who are on the AUS campus for the first time, I really hope that you get a chance to look around a little bit and enjoy the place. It's a beautiful time of year. We're most honored to be hosting you here, and I wish you a productive and enjoyable couple of days. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Larson. We now move to a student performance featuring Hood and voice, highlighting the artistic talent within our student body. Please enjoy this musical performance.
She stands alone and solitary. I see you with currents and tides. She fears she'll be consumed when she steps. Will her fear subside? Had I enough safety? وحوصل لحلمي منين في البحر
Thank you for that beautiful performance by Judy and Julie. All right, next, we are honored to welcome Dr. Mahmoud Anabtawi, Dean of College of Arts and Sciences. His leadership plays an important role in supporting academic excellence, innovation, and student initiatives across the university. We are grateful to have him here with us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Anabtawi.
Hello, everyone. It's amazing. This is our 19th AUSMUN. And this is the 13th one for me. So I am now at the point where I can recycle my speeches. Nobody will know what I said 13 years ago. Okay, everyone. So Secretary General Sarah Ali, Chancellor Larson, Provost Ruth, our esteemed guest speaker, Ms. Sajida Shawa, Dr. Yuting Wang, Head of the Department of International Studies, AUS Executive Board, AUSMUN Executive Board, and faculty advisors, high school teachers, and of course, our young delegates. Welcome to AUS and welcome to Model United Nations 2026. We take pride in holding events like MUN at AUS as it prepares our young generation to become future leaders and provide them with the unique opportunity to get engaged in global issues. The theme of this year's conference is Reconstructing Humanity, a diplomacy rooted in dignity, which reminds us that diplomacy is not only about borders, treaties, or resolutions. At its heart, diplomacy is about people. It is about recognizing that every policy, every negotiation, every decision ultimately touches human lives. And as the Second Secretary General of the United Nations, Dag Hammarskjöld, said, the United Nations was created to was not created to take mankind to heaven, but to save humanity from hell. However, in recent years, many members of the United Nations voiced that the General Assembly has increasingly become a forum for humanitarian appeals and symbolic resolutions, rather than a venue for binding actions. This gap between discussion and decisive outcomes has prompted some actors to look beyond traditional UN mechanism, including acting alone to resolve conflicts, which in some cases it works, but the main challenge that it presented is that implementation was difficult because there was no binding actions and there was nobody to follow on these binding actions. And also there were new initiatives that emerged recently, such as the proposed Peace Board. While some view this as an attempt to rival or replace parts of the United Nations systems, others see it as an evidence of humanity's genuine search for effective pathways to peace rather than continued conflict and war. So I would imagine maybe in the coming years we might have a model peace board. But if it happens, you should know that the registration fee for schools will be 1 million dirham as the membership for the peace board. So during the past few years, the world has witnessed many conflicts, including a genocide in Gaza, displacement, inequality, and division on a scale that has tested our collective moral compass. We have seen how quickly humanity can fracture when dignity is forgotten. And at the same time, we have also seen how powerful dialogue can be when dignity is restored to the center of decision-making. Over the coming 2 days, you step into the shoes of world leaders, policymakers, and diplomats, individuals who bear the responsibility of making tough decisions for the greater good. As you navigate debates draft resolutions, and form alliances. Remember that the essence of diplomacy lies not only in speaking, but in listening with intention, not only in advocating, but in striving to understand. True diplomacy requires patience, empathy, and the humility to recognize every voice on the table carries a story and a perspective worth hearing. It is through this willingness to listen, to reflect, and to seek common good ground. The disagreement turns into dialogue, and the dialogue into meaningful progress and action. This transformative experience will also provide you with the opportunity to develop your ability to understand and carefully analyze all positions, including those you oppose and disagree with. It is the best platform to deepen your understanding of global challenges and promote successful diplomacy. So I would imagine the next 2 days will be full of debates and negotiations and drafting resolutions. And I'm sure that you're capable of doing this task. As I was talking to Dr. Yuting Wang, and she said every year, students get better, not only in organizing the event, but also in debates, in discussions, into forming committees and organizing the work. So finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty advisors, Professor Christina Katsos, Dr. Salma Thani, and not to forget Ms. Ghazal Hijazi, who's the engine behind everything that we do in Model United Nations, and our amazing AUSMUN Executive Board and students for their hard work and dedication, and Dr. Wang for her support and encouragement. Finally, a special thank you goes to the participants, our young delegates and future leaders. And most importantly, to their teachers who are behind all the success that you have been able to achieve, not only today, but throughout your high school journey. So thank you for being here today, and we look forward to witnessing the brilliance of diplomacy and leadership. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anabtawi. All right, continuing with our program, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Yuting Wang, head of the International Studies Department. Given the close connection between international studies and the values at the heart of AUSMUN, diplomacy, global awareness, and critical thinking, we are grateful to have her address us today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Wang.
Okay, because I'm short, so I'm gonna stand here, so most of you can see me. I hope everyone enjoyed the entertainment. The performances are amazing. Our children's choir and our student choir are absolutely fantastic. But now I'm going to ask a few hard, difficult questions, maybe, so we take deep breath and really dive into what we're going to head to in the next couple of days. So, some hard questions to ask. What does diplomacy mean in a world where wars are live-streamed, yet peace negotiations stall behind closed doors? Question 2. What does global cooperation look like when inequality deepens both within and across borders? Question number 4. How do we speak of climate responsibilities when those least responsible bear the greatest costs? And question number 4, and perhaps most importantly, what does it mean to talk about humanity when so many lives are treated as expendable? Well, these are only 4 difficult questions to answer, but then there are many, many more for you to tackle, to deal with, to face in future, not just in the next 2 days, but in in the rest of your lives, our lives. I believe so. Good afternoon, everyone, distinguished guests, colleagues, faculty advisors, and dear delegates. The questions that I present here just now are not abstract questions. They shape the world you are inheriting. We are inheriting the world you are already helping to shape. So it is actually in the shadow of the tensions and uncertainties of our time that we gather here for the 2026 annual conference of AUS Model United Nations. At a time when global institutions, such as United Nations itself, face growing skepticism and often criticized for its limitations, it is reasonable to ask, why Model United Nations? My dean, Dr. Mahmoud Anabtawi, just shared his own reflections. And then for me, I think the answer lies not in idealism, but in education. As a member of the American University of Sharjah, since 2009, I have seen AUS Model UN grow into one of the most powerful learning spaces that we offer our students. Since 2007, the department has proudly supported AUS Model UN as a student-led initiative that goes far beyond simulation. AUS Model UN is about learning how to engage complexity, how to listen across difference, and how to translate disagreement into dialogue. This commitment is reflected in AUS Model UN's mission. It's written on the website I'm reading here. It is to empower emerging leaders with the tools of diplomacy and the spirit of collaboration to address pressing global challenges collectively, fostering understanding and propelling positive change. These are not abstract goals. They are skills that must be practiced very carefully, repeatedly, and perhaps imperfectly. AUS Model United Nations also invite us to imagine a different way forward. Its vision is one of unity without uniformity, a world where diverse perspectives converge, divisions are not ignored, but navigated. A global community takes shared responsibility for shaping our collective future. Guided by diplomacy and a mutual respect, this vision points towards to a more interconnected, just, and human world. This is no small ambition, and it is not an easy one. But over the course of this weekend, we hope that we'll provide a platform for students to train to how to deal with difficult questions. You will debate conflict, security, inequality, climate change, and the humanitarian crisis. You will represent positions that may challenge your own assumptions, beliefs, and value systems. You will encounter disagreement, frustration, uncertainty. That too is part of the learning process. Diplomacy, after all, is not about perfect outcomes. It is about sustained engagement and a prolonged pursuit. I want to take a moment to acknowledge our students who made this conference possible. And I also wanted to thank my colleagues, the faculty advisors, Professor Christina Katsos, Professor Salma Tani, and my very capable senior administrative assistant, Ms. Ghazal Hijazi, and of course, senior AUS leadership, Chancellor Todd Larson, Provost Matthias Rus, and my Dean, Dean Mahmoud Anabtawi, for your support, and for everyone sitting here, the delegates, faculty advisors, for bringing us this wonderful opportunity to serve you, to provide for you a learning opportunity. So, to our delegates who come from the region and abroad, you are here not only because of your academic strength, but because your willingness to engage with the world seriously. There are many events happening in the region, and I thank you for choosing this one. As you participate in committee sessions, I encourage you to ground your arguments in research, to listen with care, and to treat disagreements as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. A diplomacy rooted in dignity begins how we conduct ourselves in the room. Let me conclude with a reminder that progress in global affairs is rarely swift nor linear. Confucius, one of the greatest educators in human history, teaches us it does not matter how slowly we go, so long as we do not stop. By organizing and participating in this conference, we are collectively taking a small but meaningful and hopefully an impactful step toward a safer and a more prosperous world. I wish you a thoughtful, challenging, and a rewarding AUS Model UN 2026. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wang, for that amazing speech. All right, now please welcome Professor Christina Katsos, lead faculty of AUSMUN. She helps and supports the organization and execution of AUSMUN. Her area of interest in international affairs equips her to be of the utmost help to our student organizers. Please put your hands together for Professor Katsos.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the American University of Sharjah. Welcome. Yay! It is an honor to have with us Ms. Sajida Shawa, head of the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs in the UAE. Thank you for you honoring us with your presence today. We are also deeply grateful for the presence of our Chancellor, Dr. Todd Lorson, the presence of our Provost, Dr. Matthias Ruth, Dr. Mahmoud Anabtawi, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Fadi Alul, Dean of the College of Engineering, and Dr. Yutin Wang, Head of International Studies Department. Thank you for your unwavering support for this conference and the students who bring it to life. To our distinguished guests, faculty, colleagues, advisors, and most importantly, our delegates, welcome to the 19th Annual AUSMUN. 19 years. Take a moment to consider what that means. For nearly 2 decades, students at this university have chosen year after year to pour their time, their creativity, and their conviction into building something remarkable. With what began as a modest gathering has grown into one of the largest and most respected Model United Nations conferences in the region, drawing participants from across the UAE and far beyond its borders. That legacy is shared. It lives in every student who has stayed up past midnight rewriting a working paper, every delegate who found the courage to speak into a microphone for the very first time, and every member of the executive board who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this day possible. This year's theme, Restructuring Humanity, a Diplomacy Rooted in Dignity, demands something profound of us all. It challenges us to look beyond strategy and procedure and to remember that at the heart of every resolution, every renegotiation, and every crisis on our agenda, there are people, real people, whose lives are shaped by the decisions that diplomats make. Dignity is the very foundation upon which lasting peace is built. And this conference is your opportunity to practice the kind of diplomacy, the kind that listens before it speaks, that seeks understanding before it seeks advantage. To every delegate in this room, know that what you're doing here actually matters. While this is a simulation, the skills you sharpen over the next 3 days are entirely real. The ability to negotiate across differences, to craft language with precision, and to stand firm in your convictions while remaining open to compromise. These are skills our world urgently needs. You will be challenged this weekend, I hope. I'm sure you will. You will encounter positions you disagree, and you will face moments where consensus feels impossible. That's good. That is exactly the point. Diplomacy has never been comfortable, and most meaningful progress in human history has always come from people who walk straight into difficulty with patience and with purpose. I want to take a moment to recognize the student leadership that made this day possible. AUSMUN Secretary General Sarah Ali and the entire executive board has worked for close to a year to organize 31 committees across 6 organs, to coordinate logistics for over 1,000 participants, and to set a standard of excellence that honors every single edition of AUSMUN that came before it. Sarah and the entire executive board, on behalf of the faculty, thank you. We are deeply proud of you and everything your team has accomplished. Finally, I want to leave you with this thought. Makarios III, the first president of Cyprus, my very own country, once told you as President Richard Nixon, "I don't rely on the army or the police force of my country. My strength is my goodness." In a world that so often equates strength with force, Makarios understood something very essential, that moral conviction, goodness itself, can be the most powerful tool a leader possesses. Over the next 3 days, I hope you will carry that idea with you. Speak with courage, listen with generosity, and trust that your commitment to doing what is right, always will be your greatest strength. You are practicing real diplomacy here, and in doing so, you're preparing yourselves to be the kind of leaders the world desperately needs right now. Leaders who root their work in dignity, who see humanity with everyone at the table, and who refuse to accept that the way things are is the way that they must remain. Thank you. And once more, welcome to AUSMUN 2026.
Thank you so much, Professor Katsos. We now transition into another student performance. Please enjoy a student play inspired by Hairspray, featuring modern music and celebrating creativity, expression, and inclusivity.
Eyes on humanity!
To share with the world. But I want us to remember that though struggle makes us stronger, it's unity that gets us ahead. The only thing stronger than hate is love.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is dark as my skin. There's a light burning bright, showing me the way. But I know where I've been. There's a cry in the distance.
There's pride in our hearts, 'cause I know where I'm going. Yes, I do, 'cause I know where I've been. Yeah, there's a road we must travel. There is a promise that we must make. But the riches, the riches will be plenty. Yeah. But the race and the chances we take. There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle. So we have got to win. That pride in our hearts to lift us up till tomorrow. 'Cause just to sit still would be I know where I'm going. Lord said, I know where I've been. I give thanks to my God, 'cause I know where I've
All right. Thank you guys so much for that amazing performance. They're truly so, so talented. All right. At this time, guys, this is really important, so please listen. Thank you. At this time, we are honored to welcome our keynote speaker, Ms. Sajida Shoa. Ms. Shoa is a senior humanitarian professional with the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, with extensive experience in international humanitarian response, advocacy, and coordination. Her work has focused on supporting communities affected by crisis and strengthening cooperation across the humanitarian sector. We are grateful for her presence with us today and look forward to hearing her insights. Please join me in warmly welcoming her.
It's tough to come after such a fantastic performance. I mean, I wish if they could sing more, but thank you very, very, very much for having me with you. There are a few moments in my life where actually I would wish to go back to studying, and when I walked into this hall today, I certainly had one of those moments that I wish if I'm back into being a student. So thank you very much for having me. It's an honor for me to be with you today at the American University of Sharjah Model United Nations, among young diplomats, thinkers, bridge builders, and future leaders of our world. And apologies if I sound like a Mickey Mouse, but I mean, it's cold, but I wanted to make sure that I'm here with you today. Your theme, reconstructing humanity, a diplomacy rooted in dignity, is not just powerful, it's urgent. Because the truth is, humanity today, as professors rightly said, is under enormous strain. Around the world, there are more than 360 million people that need humanitarian assistance simply to survive. Today, now, while we're speaking, while we are in this room, you can think of these 360 million people not as a number, but as human beings. As mothers, daughters, sisters. That could be you. That could be me. That could be any one of us. But it's mere luck that we are speaking about them, not us. Over 120 million people are forcibly displaced, the highest number in recorded history of mankind. Conflicts are lasting longer. Climate shocks are intensifying. Inequality is widening. But behind every number is something far more important. A human being with a name, a story, and a right to live with dignity. And that word dignity is where reconstruction must begin. In my work with the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, we are often described as coordinators of crisis response. If any of you have checked what OCHA does, you would always see it aligned to humanitarian coordinators or emergency relief coordinators. But what we really coordinate is humanity in motion. We bring together governments, donors, NGOs, UN agencies, local communities, so that aid reaches people when they need it most. Fast, fairly, and based on need alone. And I think with a little spending 5 minutes on Instagram or any media channel that you would pick to would give you an idea of the multitude of crises happening today. Humanitarian diplomacy is not abstract. It happens when access is negotiated to reach civilians trapped by conflict, when funding is mobilized before famine spreads, when data guides decisions so help is not political but principled, when the world is reminded that even in war, humanity must not disappear. And its heart, humanitarian diplomacy, is about protecting human life and human worth, even when systems collapse. One of the most important lessons I have learned in 20 years in the humanitarian world is this. People affected by crises are not passive victims. They are parents, teachers, engineers, students, artists, and most importantly, dreamers and human beings. There are people whose lives have been interrupted, not erased, and I will say that again. Their lives have not been interrupted, not erased. As Professor Wong asked a number of difficult questions, I will raise my own questions as well. Dignity means asking not only how do we keep people alive, but also how do we preserve their dignity, their agency, their voice, and future. It means supporting education in displacement. It means involving local leadership in responses. It means listening before acting. Reconstructing humanity is not about rebuilding structures first. It's about restoring respect, and respect. I stand before you today not only as a humanitarian professional and diplomat, I'm also a mother. And I'm so blessed to have my daughter with me today. I'm so happy to have my daughter visiting from Jordan with me today, who happens to be a winning delegate for 2 years in a row in MUN. So I thought of getting her a flavor and flashback of memories. And like any other mother, I think about the world with my children will inherit. A world where safety should not depend on geography. Where opportunity should not depend on privilege. Where comparison should not depend on headlines or media outlets. Motherhood has made humanitarian work for me much more personal because every displaced child reminded me of my own. Every family separated reminded me of what stability truly meant. I'm also a friend, a mentor, and someone who deeply believes in the power of young people, people like you. You are not future leaders, by any means. You are leaders already sharing the moral direction of our world. The decisions you simulate here, negotiating peace, allocating aid, building consensus, mirror real choices made every day. And the values you practice here will travel with you into real institutions, real policies, and real lives. And being here today in the American University in Sharjah in the UAE, it's especially meaningful to discuss humanitarian diplomacy here in the UAE, a country that has positioned humanitarian action as a central pillar of its global engagement. The UAE consistently ranks among the world's leading humanitarian donors relative to national income. But beyond funding, what stands out is something deeper: humanitarian diplomacy as partnership. The UAE invests in rapid emergency response, in development that reduces vulnerability, innovation in aid delivery, global platforms that bring actors together. From logistics hubs to global dialogue spaces, the UAE has helped make humanitarian response faster, more connected, and more forward-looking. And this reflects a powerful idea, that compassion can be institutionalized, and that solidarity can be strategic. Your generational role now, looking at this big strategic model to reflect on from the UAE, your role in reconstructing humanity. Let me share something important. Humanity is not reconstructed in conference rooms alone. Conferences and meetings and big events are very important, but they're not everything. It's reconstructed through choices, daily personal, ethical choices. You reconstruct humanity when you listen to voices different from your voice. You challenge injustice even when it's uncomfortable. You refuse to normalize suffering. And on that point in particular, if I want to leave today with asking you for one thing, I will ask for one thing. Please don't normalize listening to numbers of people affected by crisis and wars and repeat them as if they are robots. Don't normalize listening to the fact that there are 1,000 people shot, or 200 people killed, or 1 million refugees here or there. Humanize the numbers. Think of them as human beings. Those are not robots. Insist that policy must serve people, not the other way around. Diplomacy rooted in dignity is not soft. It's courageous, it's disciplined empathy, and the world needs more of it desperately. Lastly, I want to share something a little personal, that when I began my humanitarian journey, I believed that our work was only about delivering aid. And when I say delivering aid, I think you can immediately visualize boxes of food, boxes full of lentils, of cans, of all sorts of food aid. But today, I know that our work is about protecting something much more fragile and far more powerful. The belief that every human life has equal value. Reconstructing humanity is not a single project, and it's not a single day, and it's not a single MUN. It's a continuous commitment. And I look at you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, future diplomats, negotiators, thinkers, leaders, and I would even say colleagues, because you will join the UN and you will follow my steps, and in a matter of 10 years, I will be meeting many of you in the hallways of the UN or international organizations for sure. Please keep the dignity as the foundation of your diplomacy. Then humanity will not only be reconstructed, it will be renewed. Welcome to the responsibility, and good luck in the coming 3 days.
Thank you so much, Ms. Shoa, for your inspiring and thought-provoking address. All right, so now we are going to introduce all the AUSMUN Executive Board Committee. So I would like to welcome them to the stage. First, Secretary General Sara Ali. All right, Deputy Secretary General Shania D'Souza. Now, please welcome Director of Logistics, Khaldoun Daya. All right, please welcome Director of Human Resources, Rima Schubert. Director of External Relations, Sanjana Barwani. Director of Media, Shirindi Mungal. Please welcome Director of Research, Shemma Alamula. And now for professors, Professor Christina Katsos, Lead Faculty Advisor. And now please welcome Professor Selma Thani, Faculty Advisor. All right. Now we're going to take a photo. And also, we are going to introduce Ghazal Hijaz, a professor. Alrighty. We will now be honoring Professor Christina Katsos, lead faculty advisor, with flowers. All right, now we will be honoring Professor Selma El-Thani, faculty advisor, with flowers. There you go. And last but certainly not least, we will honor our keynote speaker, Ms. Sajada Shawa. All right, we're almost done, home stretch, so let's focus. Okay, to conclude our program, I would like to invite the Secretary General, Sara Ali. As the leader of AUSMUN, she has guided this conference from vision to reality, and we are grateful for her dedication and leadership. Please join me in welcoming Sara Ali.
Distinguished guests, advisors, and most importantly, delegates. My name is Sara Ali, and as the Secretary General of AUSMUN 2026, it is my absolute honor to welcome you all here today. Usually, these speeches start with a long list of thank yous and a formal welcome. But today, I want to skip the formalities for a moment and speak to you simply, as one human to another. Look around this room. We're gathered here from different backgrounds, different schools or universities, and different perspectives. But we are all here because we believe in the same thing, that words matter. This year, our theme is Reconstructing Humanity, a diplomacy rooted in dignity. When we sat down to choose this theme, we didn't want something that just sounded good on our website. We wanted something that acknowledged the reality of the world that we are living in right now. We look at the news and we see a world that often feels like it's fracturing. We see places where human dignity isn't just being ignored, it's being taken apart. To reconstruct something means to admit that it is broken. It means having the courage to look at the ruins of our global problems and say, we can do better. We can build something where every person, regardless of their borders, is treated with the inherent dignity that they were born with. Over the next 3 days, you are going to be debating some of the most difficult problems facing today's world. You'll be arguing over clauses, navigating the rules of procedure, and trying to pass resolutions. And I want to be very honest with you. I don't want you to leave this conference focusing only on an award. While a medal or certificate is a wonderful recognition of your hard work, that is not why we are here today. Our goal is much bigger than a piece of paper. Our goal is to spread awareness. Our goal is for you to find your voice so that you can use it for those who have been silenced. There are people in the world right now who cannot speak for themselves. There are children who cannot go to school, families who have lost their homes, and individuals whose basic rights are being stripped away. They don't have a seat at a committee table. They don't have a microphone, but you do. You have the privilege of being in this room. You have the platform of AUSMUN. I challenge you to use these 3 days to speak for those who can't. Don't just represent a country. Represent the human elements behind the policy. Advocate for dignity, argue for justice. Let this conference be the place where we stop just talking about humanity as a concept and start practicing it as a reality. I am so incredibly proud of the work our organizers have done to bring you here, and I'm even more excited to hear your voices that will rise from these committees. Now let's begin the work of reconstructing our world. I now declare AUSMUN 2026 in session.
All right, guys, we're literally almost done. I see some people getting up. Okay. All right, thank you so much, Secretary General. On behalf of the AUSMUN Executive Board and the entire organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join us here today. It has truly been our pleasure to host you at this event. Please settle down, we're almost done, thank you. All right, finally, please join me in welcoming Director Khaldoon Daya, Director of Logistics. His work behind the scenes ensures that every detail of this conference runs smoothly, and quite honestly, he is the one that's really keeping this production together on the logistics side. So that's it for me. Please give him a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone. All right, don't worry, I'm not going to give a long speech. I'm just going to be explaining the exit process. But it's a pleasure to have all of you. Thank you so much. Big thanks to our faculty, our staff members, as well as the organizers for making this entire experience possible. And also a huge thank you to the AUSMUN Executive Board and the other directors that have made this experience, worthwhile. But an even bigger thank you to all the delegates, all the teachers that are here. Thank you so much. And shall we? So for the dispersal, we're going to be doing this by committee. Our AUS campus is available on all the resources that we have shared with you. As you can see on the map above, we will be utilizing 3 buildings for our committees. Building number 2 and the library, and building number 6. Building number 2 is called HSB, the Humanities and Sciences Building, followed by the library, which is in the middle. And then at the end, we have our School of Business Administration Building, or SBA. I will be calling out the committees based on your lanyards. Each delegate's lanyards will have a delegate name, and in that delegate name, you will have underneath it a country and committee. So once I call out the names, you guys will stand up based on the committee that I've called, and you will head outside. Outside, what you can expect are logistics organizers who will guide you to the building and to your exact room. Is that clear? Can I get a thumbs up? Okay. Are we excited? Can I get a clap? Perfect. All right. Thank you guys so much, and let us start. So, Arabic League Arabic and GA2 delegates, please stand up and head outside. Arabic League Arabic and GA2, please head outside. Your organizers will be there and you will be guided to the buildings. Sorry. So one final call for Arabic League Arabic and General Assembly 2. Please head outside. The organizers are waiting for you. All right, up next, CSW Arabic and UNEP. Please stand up and head outside. Final call, CSW Arabic and UNEP, please stand up and head outside. All right. Up next, United Nations Security Council, UNSC and UNODC. Please stand up and head outside. The organizers are waiting for you. All right, final call for UNSC and UNODC. Please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. All right, up next. Oh, okay. Historic Security Council, HSC, and United Nations Human Rights Council. Please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Final call, HSC and UNHRC, please stand up. The organizers are waiting for you outside. All right, going up next. UNPFII and IMF, please stand up. Your organizers are waiting for you outside. Again, UNPFII and International Monetary Fund, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. All right, going up next. Arabic League English and GA3, please stand up and head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Just a reminder, AL English and GA3, please stand up and head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Final call, Arabic League, English, and GA3, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Also, just a note for any students whose committees have already been called out. Outside, we have organizers who will guide you regardless, so you can step on the side, talk to anyone who's free, and they will take care of you. Next one? Okay. Calling up next, CESCR and CTC, please stand up and go outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Once again, CESCR and CTC, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. They can person who has. All right. Up next, WHO and UNICEF, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Final call, WHO and UNICEF, please head outside. The organizers are waiting for you. All right, up next, GA4 and IAEA, please stand up and head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. GA4 and IAEA. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay, we adjust, no worries. All right, up next, African Union and UNDP, please stand up and head outside. Fun fact, this African Union committee is the first time we've ever done an African Union committee. So have fun. All right. Final call, AU and UNDP, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. We're almost there. All right, UNESCO and ICISS, please head outside. Your organizers are waiting for you. Once again, UNESCO and ICISS.